Welcome to Matsonay's Garden 2012 edition. I am Matsonay, and I'll be your guide through this wonderful tour on May 25th, 2012. As we enter the gate, immediately on your left, you see a little tiny parsley. It looks big in this screen to me, but as we pan out, you'll see that it's kind of tiny right now. Just to the left of that is what I hope to be my prize Cherokee purple tomato. And to the next to that is the other Cherokee purple tomato. I have two of those. We move on to the beefsteak tomatoes. Two of those. And then here are two pepper plants that I planted from seeds. So good luck on those two bell peppers. After those two bell peppers, we come to the cubanelles, which were not planted from seed. If I zoom in, I think you can see the beginnings of some little peppers on the one of the store-bought cubanelles. Throughout the garden, I've positioned a few of these little pinwheels to keep the birds away when I plant seeds and things. Try and scare any varmints that might make it through the fence. We'll see how successful they are. I can tell you that when I've been planting and these were there, every once in a while I'd go, whoa, what's that, out of the corner of my eye, and it would turn out to be one of these twirling, where this one has stopped twirling now, but it doesn't take much of a breeze to get these things going. Here's my my gagoots, my Italian snake gourds, and we'll see what goes on with that. Again, that's a Charmaine. Gotta buy that. Charmaine's gagoots. I gotta have a gagoots. So that's what we saw down one entire side of the garden. Now if I move over towards the middle more, and we'll zoom in here, those first two tomato plants that you see were started from seed. So this one, I don't know. This one might not make it through too many tomatoes, but this one here is my Roma tomato that I started from seed. It's doing fairly well. So to Mr. Fume and Mr. Lees, who said, you can start tomatoes from seed. You gotta buy plants. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Behind those, I have two other tomatoes that I bought from the store. I think they're celebrities. I'm not sure. They might be Rutgers. I just don't remember. And then behind that is my first real failure. These are the broccoli rabe that I bought from the nursery in the beginning of May. I planted them right away, but apparently it was way too late in the season for them, and already you can see they're bolting. So they're going to be pulled up soon, and I'll probably put some pole beans in there. Behind that, another thing that I thought was going to fail, but doing very nicely so far, is my celery patch. And then right next to the celery, right off to the left, you can barely see it there. Let me zoom in on it. Oh, wrong way. There we go. That was grown from seed too, and that is an okra plant. And again, that's a Charmaine special. And I don't think it's going to make it, but we'll see. Who knows? Okay, staying in the middle of the plot. Next we have three rows. You can see how perfectly straight those three rows are. The first row on the left, let me see if I can, I almost turned this sideways, but you can't do that. This isn't a camera. First row on the left there is my bib lettuce, and yes, I know it needs thinning. It's just that I'm waiting for all this horrendous rain that we've had, day after day after day of rain, to slow down so I can go in and thin those. Next to that is my, again, perfectly straight row of spinach coming up, and next to that are the green onions. Again, perfectly straight rows. Then is another three rows of lettuces, but these are the leaf lettuces. First one on the left, I believe, is a blend of different kinds. And then we have the red lettuce, and then we have Black Seed Simpsons, I think, is the next one. And then, so I have three rows, a walking lane, three more rows, And then between that, I showed you before the seed started okra. Well, not having too much faith in that, I did go and buy 3 okra plants from a farmer's market. So we'll try those. 2 more tomato plants in front of my rows of lettuce. Again, I'm not sure what kind of tomato plants are. Oh wait, there's a tag. Okay, these are the celebrity tomatoes. So the other ones must have been the Rutgers. And as we go down the row here, coming toward the fence, you could see where the novice Matsonay spilled all of his lettuce seed in doing his second planting. So we're going to have to either make little rows of that and keep it, or just trample it underfoot. I learned to be more careful with your back of the rows of lettuce. Here is the another okra, and next to that one other okra. So I'll be a happy camper if we get these okra to grow, which is no small feat up here in New Jersey. Okay, coming along the fence on the far side, away from the house, we have cucumbers. And next to my cucumbers, this is my Italian oregano. I also have some Greek oregano, but that's in a pot up by the house. This is my Italian oregano. Next to that is my next mistake, almost mistake. I got my snap peas at the garden center in the beginning of May. Again, too late from what I understand. Although so far I have harvested 2 entire snap pea pods so far. And now you can see there's flowers on these, so I could get 4 or 6 more. That's one lesson I learned, is to start my snap peas a little bit earlier next year and buy a little bit more of them, and maybe I can get a decent harvest next year. Here we see one of the little snap peas here. Not quite ready yet, but it's going. So we know we'll get at least 3. Off from that a little bit is another little stand of cucumbers with a little trellis to grow up on. Again, experimental year. We'll see how that goes. And I had to try a watermelon just for the heck of it. And that's shown some growth, actually. That surprised me. My cantaloupe that I planted already died off. And as you can see, the other watermelon plant that I tried is not doing too well. And that's putting it mildly. Moving right along, next to that is some sweet banana peppers. 3 plants of those. And then next to those, 3 more cubanelles. So I guess I got 7 cubanelles altogether, 3 sweet bananas. And here's my bell peppers, all started from seed, all 7 of them, which obviously they're not doing as well as the store-bought plants, but they're doing better than I expected. Next to that is some basil that I've just recently cut the top off of this basil, hoping it'll sprout out a little more and get a little bushier. Next to that, there's another one of my pinwheels. It's a silent pinwheel. Come on, pinwheel, move. Yeah, just moved a little bit, and then more parsley next to that. So that concludes the first tour of Matsonay's garden, and we hope to see you again soon.